There is a new trend sweeping social media. It's called quiet quitting.
I recently learned about this term called quiet quitting, where you're not outright quitting your job, but you're quitting the idea of going above and beyond.
So the hashtag quiet quitting has amassed now 5 million views on TikTok and counting as more people seek to try to figure out this new employment landscape, find a better work-life balance. They're logging off on time, turning down extra projects, and avoiding work emails outside of office hours. For more, we are joined by Mark Royal, an HR and recruiting expert. This is the field that everybody's looking to right now. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning.
First of all, how would you define quiet quitting?
Well, I think that's a fair place to start because for something described as quiet, this phenomenon's been making a lot of noise lately. The quitting part refers not to resigning or leaving an organization, but to withholding extra efforts. Some of the videos just played describe. People decide for various reasons to do what's required, but not a lot more. They quit striving to be model employees. And the quiet part refers to the implementation. That is, rather than making large, noisy pronouncements about their decisions or the dissatisfactions, employees just quietly approach working in a more restricted way.
Yeah, and that's a key point, is that they're not quitting, and they're also being quiet about things that maybe would have frustrated them in the past. Is it kind of like work to rule?
Yeah, very much so. With some of the same impacts, we see employees who work to rule in labor dispute situations can quickly bring organizations to their knees. And likewise here, the potential for organizations to have employees who are doing just the minimum is a significant challenge.
The quiet revolution in the workplace. This concept of work-life balance, this isn't new. Just look to Spain's 4-day workweek pilot project or France's extended summer holiday hours. Why do you think that this trend is popular here in Canada right now?
Well, I think the pandemic experience has likely played a role. Recent Korn Ferry surveys have shown that increasing numbers of people, including professionals, are feeling burned out at work. And I think those feelings have been exacerbated by difficulties people have had in setting boundaries between work and personal life in the current environment, carving out time for vacations. And in that context, there have been discussions and efforts in some countries, including Canada, to limit the ability of employers to contact employees or make requests outside of work hours. But at the same time, Korn Ferry assessment data over many years show that work-life balance has been a consistent and important, even if overlooked, motivator for people. That is, today's employees, including younger generations, may just be putting more emphasis on connecting the what, if you will, associated with their work with the why. And for some, finding a broader purpose may mean putting some limits on work, even at the expense of compensation or career advancement.
I've been reading about employment and workplace all summer because I'm fascinated. This is almost like the Industrial Revolution, how the pandemic and work from home culture has changed employment in this country. Some, depending on which side of this coin you're on, some people may call it being passive aggressive. Other people may call it taking some control back in their work life. How would you define it? And what's your advice to employees who are dissatisfied with how they were expected to work before and want to make a change?
Well, I don't think this is something wholly new. It's gone by different names in the past, such as coasting or presenteeism. And I'm sure many audience members can think of people they've encountered who seem to aim primarily to get by at work. And I think organizational leaders have long recognized that they're dependent on the volunteered extra efforts of employees. The whole focus on employee engagement over the last 2 decades is all about creating work conditions that inspire commitment from employees and motivate them to do and deliver more. I think for employers, I think this issue has touched a nerve in that many leaders and managers have been concerned about their ability to manage employee productivity and effort amid hybrid and remote work.
It is a story that is not going away. We're going to see the effects of it and feel some of the ripple effects in the months to come. Great conversation, Mark. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.